Hi, I'm Ray, and you've caught me cutting my hair in the garden. And you're thinking, why is he cutting his hair in the garden? Well, I'm doing it over my compost bin. And I'm going to show you what we're going to do. Hi, I'm Ray. In the garden today, we're going to do some composting. And I've got a box of leaves that we collected, and just simply leaving a pile of leaves to break down. They will eventually break down, may take a longer process. Today we're going to speed up the process and make some compost fast. So let me show you. So faster breakdown occurs when the compost ingredients is in smaller pieces, and the bacteria is encouraged by aeration and heat. So compost piles need proper carbon and nitrogen mixed together. So I'll show you a few things we're going to add to our compost mix. So my first job is to shred up some of these leaves. So this is the bag of leaves that we collected, and they will rot down eventually on their own. They could take up to 2 years. But what I'm going to do is spread these out on the garden. And we're going to get the mower and give them a chop. And we'll repeat the process. So we get them into nice small pieces, and they will rot down a lot quicker. Ideal. So in the garden we're using the robot or Dalek compost bins, and we regularly fill this up with our mix, and the top mix was here and it's shrunk down. But the top mix is just spent compost, and then we can add our ingredients on top. So, as this is quite wet, we're going to add some of the leaves, and this has got some of the grass mixed in, so that will generate some heat. We'll also dry out some of the compost, and then we're going to add our kitchen waste. So our kitchen waste today is carrots, some eggshell, some tomato, some onion peelings, and that goes in. And this is chopped quite small and should break down a lot quicker. Then we're going to add some shredded paper, and these are old bills, no glossy paper, just some bills and bank statements and some rubbish. so they get added into the pile. And then we've got some coffee grounds. These are from our percolated coffee, and they just get added in on top. Making sure they're all good. And then we're going to add some of our grass on top, so we can use some twigs, and that's going to allow some aeration. We've got the heat from the grass. Now we're going to add some aeration, and then we can cover with some more leaves, and we just keep following the process. And grass cuttings, leaves being brown, the grass being green, and they're all good to break down one another. And then the last thing I'm going to add on top of the pile is some more compost. And this is old spent compost from an old pot, and that's just going to sit on top. Don't really want that. And then we add the lid on top. We can come back in a week's time, give this a stir around, give it a mix, and it'll be great. We can do it all again. Wonderful. So all that combination is all in its levels, and it will break down nicely. Smaller pieces, the better. So let's have a look at what we produce at the bottom of the container. So the dialects are good for in the garden, but if you're on the allotment, then maybe a pallet bin at 3 pallets, or even 5 pallets, a 3-bed pallet bin is great, as long as it's around 3 square meters and in layers of greens, browns. It will break down a lot quicker as there's more space to add your ingredients. So let's have a look and see what's coming out the bottom. So this particular Dalek has a lid. We can pull back the lid and we can have a look at what we've got inside. And look at this. Absolutely wonderful stuff. Absolutely wonderful. And this is just all the layered. We can see some roots. They've not broken down. But look at that. Wonderful compost. And that's just as if it's come out of a bag. Sorted. So as an experiment, we used our leaf mould in these beds, and we can see the leaves are still there in some cases, and the flowers look pretty good. But then when we come across to the other bed, which didn't get the leaf mould, and this is just normal multi-purpose compost, you can see the flowers is not as far grown than the others. So, a great exercise and getting some free compost for absolutely nothing, and really pleased. That is so good. So anyway, let me know, do you make your own compost and what do you add to your compost pile? That is really good. Leave me a comment, put it in the description below, and let's help each other. Thank you very much. Cheers.